The most common name of our Creator is Allah. It is the first name mentioned in the Quran. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It is also the last name mentioned in the Quran. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ. It is a name that occurs over 3,500 times in this book alone, the Quran. I say this book because this name has been given to all the previous prophets as well. To this day, in the corrupted Old and New Testament, we find references to a God known as Eloh and Elohim, Allah and Allahum. To this day we find references. All the prophets have been given this name. It is the primary name of Allah. And that is why Allah says, وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى. All of the beautiful names belong to this one name, Allah. All of the other names are under this one name, Allah. To this name, Allah, belong all the other names. What then is so special about this name? What is so grand and magnificent about it that our Creator Jalla Jalaluhu has chosen it to be His primary name? What is the meaning of this name, Allah? SubhanAllah, the sad fact is the majority of Muslims don't even know the meaning of Allah Azza wa Jal. What is the meaning of Allah? Allah, the name Allah, comes from Al-Ilah. Al-Ilah, which means the only deity, the only being that is worthy of being worshipped. This is the meaning of Allah. The only deity, the only God that is worthy of worship. That is what our kalima, La ilaha illallah. There is no being that is worthy of worship except for Allah. So Allah is the only being that is worthy of our worship. And because this meaning is so comprehensive, all of the other names and attributes of Allah come under this one name, Allah. Meaning, all of the other names and attributes explain who He is worthy of worship. Who is the one who is worthy of worship? All of the other names and attributes are implied by Allah. How so? The one who is worthy of worship must by necessity be characterized by all the attributes of perfection and the names of majesty and glory, or else He would not be worthy of worship. Allah, if He is worthy of worship, must also be As-Sami', Al-Alim, Al-Basir, Al-Qawi, Al-Aziz, Al-Rahman, Al-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Jabbar, and so on and so forth. Or else He would not be worthy of worship. He who is not all knowledgeable is not worthy of worship. He who is not all powerful is not worthy of worship. So Allah, by His very name Allah, and by the fact that He is worthy of worship, He must be characterized by all of His perfect names and His majestic attributes. Therefore, this one name is the most concise, the most succinct, the most, if you like, comprehensive of all of the names of our Creator. So He has chosen it to be His primary name. To Allah belong all of the other names. All of the other names characterize, explain why He is worthy of worship.